morning. Oh, that's the other board?
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't know if it'll go outside or you can just.
Will it blow away? But I think
I don't know how to do that. We can even use our own phones to just go on, open it up, go to go here and help them register.
Okay.
Yep. So like you can really talk it up, especially you see like what's the ages, like around that age. Like, hey, don't forget there's a jump class for a free jump class.
This is coming on.
This should be at CEA. This is gonna be it's only gonna be at one place. This closing,
Okay.
CEA for both.
Oh, sorry.
Pick your color. Put just a little dab, like just a little dab in the center. Like you put a little dab there, like that, of that color. Then you want to put a little dab of that color over there.
It has to be near the fold.
Just a little dab.
But I mean near the fold, not near the edge.
Over here, community engagement center. The community engagement center.
Okay.
And it starts in April.
Okay.
April. I want to say April 6th.
Okay.
And it's going to be an 8-week program, go from April 1st.
Okay.
And
I'm good.
this one is going to be about neuroscience, brain science, brain technology.
It's like brain. Okay. All right.
Connecting brain bites. Very cool. It's pretty cute.
So what is
help keep your liver clean, cleanse your body out. You know, this is what I'm promoting, is just sharing like an internal spring clean. You know, you do our home, but we really need to do our bodies.
just give ourselves a round of applause for being here this morning, for waking up early, for having this breath in our lungs. Thank you to our drummers. Let's give a shout out to the Legacy Arts Project for bringing us all together. Once again, Aaron, this is our sixth year. So this conference has been growing. We're really excited that we can add so many partners. We've been a partner with Legacy, I think, since the beginning. And we've been including so many dynamic people. And so this year, we're excited to have Rainbow Serpent with us, who are going to be bringing us 3 wonderful workshops throughout the day. Melanin Mommies is bringing us 2 dynamic workshops as well. And then we have a number of other facilitators who are also bringing us wonderful gifts, great knowledge, space to share about our health and wellness and our culture and our creativity. And so we like to traditionally open up the space, of course, with a drum call and with libation. And if folks are unfamiliar with libation, it is basically a practice that African people and really indigenous people all around the world do to acknowledge life. In spring, right, and this is the season we've chosen to do this conference because this is about activating something new, right? This is about a season of birth. It's about bringing something alive onto the earth. And so we acknowledge the 4 seasons. We acknowledge that spring is on its way, and we say Ashe. For your wisdom and for your grace, for our elders, we say Ashe. We pour water for our children today, those who are here with us, those who are at home, right? For our children, we know that we are working and building for them, right? 7 generations from now, our children should be breathing cleaner air. Our children should be living on a cleaner and brighter earth, right? Thanks to the contributions we're making today. And for our children here and the children yet to be born, we say Ashe.
Yeah, that's that northbound end. That's what you hear 4 o'clock in the morning in Pittsburgh, don't you? I know y'all hear that at night. So you go to 2 kinds of trains. There's a freight train, which carries stuff, and there's a passenger train, which carries people. Now you got to know which train you can catch, because the only way you know which train is coming down the bend is by the whistle. See, the passenger train sound this. You got a ticket, you can ride. The freight train sound this. Look here.
Thank you, Baba Amir. And thank you again to everyone who is here with us this morning for our Africana Wellness Conference. We started this back in 2019 with an idea of being able to bring people together with Africana arts and culture as a tool for healing and transformation. A lot of us, myself included, have personal testimonies of how being exposed to our culture that has been stripped from us is fortifying to our sense of self-identity, self-well-being, self-love. And so this is the idea of the Africana Wellness Conference, is to bring folks together and share in the arts. So we have a number of vendors who are here with us, providers, folks who are sharing their knowledge, their insight, facilitators here as well, who do different forms of healing through art making. And so we encourage you to participate in the workshops. Just a quick housekeeping as to where these workshops
see that in them, this vacant esteem, where there's just a nothingness there. And that is one of the results of post-traumatic slave syndrome. And this ever-present anger. We should all have righteous rage as a result of what has happened to us, for sure. Then there's this ever-present anger that the result of not being able to reach the full potential of who you are. And really not knowing why, but really understanding that somehow I'm not able to really reach fully the greatness of who we are as a people. And so there's an ever-present anger under that, you know. And so we'll see that, we feel that oftentimes in our own people. Oftentimes, you know, you might say hello to them or be looking at them and what you looking at, you know. That kind of, I don't want you to see my pain. I don't want you to see me because I don't even know who I am and I'm not feeling good about who I am, so don't even look at me. So these are kinds of things that happen as a result of intergenerational trauma. Understanding of our history before trauma so that we can look back at that and pull that history to the front. Teach our children that history so that they have something strong to stand on. And that is what Sankofa, the concept of Sankofa, go back and find, actually be able to tell stories and feel the sense of connection that happens through that. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to get a partner, and that's the person that's next to you, whomever that is. And it might be that it could be 2 people, it might be 3 people. And so I'm going to give you a theme. I'm going to give you a word. And I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to say whatever comes up for you when I say the words. All right? So whatever it is that comes up, you're going to give each person the opportunity to go back and forth and say what comes up for them when we say a word. All right? All right, so get a partner. All right, everybody has a partner? Okay. All right. Okay, so my first word is grandmother. So back and forth, grandmother.
I can't believe I'm a grandma.
My 26-year-old granddaughter
And grandmother is just new to me.
Beautiful. Okay, over here, we're going to go. Young is the sound of the heart. 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 Beautiful, louder. Young is the sound of the heart. Heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum, heart to heart, yum 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 yum.
So real. And we've seen examples. We just experienced one right now. Sister Laverne gave us some history, Baba Amir as well, to talk about how we've used our gifts of music and of song and of dance to bring healing to ourselves through times of tragedy, but even in the times that we can name triumph that we've experienced. So this is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Laverne, and thank you for everyone sharing your voice and your heart. That was truly beautiful. Yes, yes, we can clap for that. Now, we are a little bit behind time, but that is okay. We will make up and catch up when however we are able to. Right now, we are going to transition to our first session of workshops. There are 3 workshops that are taking place. The first one in room A, I don't have my glasses, so I gotta enlarge on my phone. So if you can just read what that one is. So this is the first one. So just so you know, we have 3 spaces for workshops. Room C is technically here. I'm going to work it backwards, sister. So room C, right here in this space in the corner, is presented by Tyler B. It is home remedy. So it is a making workshop. You'll be making. So you're going to join Tyler for making some powerful remedies for your family, for yourself, right? Things that you can do at home, the things that are in your kitchen. So that's a hands-on workshop here in room C of this corner. Room B is actually down the steps. And room B is presented by Melanin Mommy. So Sister Chantel is downstairs. It is a sound healing workshop. And so it's going to be a beautiful presentation of the different hurts of sounds that help to heal the body. And then room A, also when you go straight back and make a right, you'll hit the first room A. And that is Rainbow Serpent is presenting Riding the Rivers of Night. And it is a guided aquatic visualization journey for relaxation and illumination. And so, and that is specifically an African-centered activity in there. So you have A, straight back to your right.
I was a nurse on site at Sakoku Community Garden for several years here in Homewood. And that's one of the books that we use for our urban gardening.
In the meantime, can I have a raise of hands who would like some lemongrass tea? Lemongrass is really good for the digestive system and regulating blood sugar. Everyone? Okay. I'm going to pour cups, and you all can come up and add honey if you would like. Local raw honey. Example, the vinegar-based tonic. This is the fire cider, which is here. It was stored in this bottle. Nisha's going to pass it out for you all to know what that tastes like. That has been, I usually let mine sit for between like 8 to 12 weeks. It just depends. I just like mine really strong. So everyone can sample that.
So what's the difference about, does it have better benefits or more, is it more beneficial if you let it sit longer?
Long as it sits for 4 to 6 weeks, you're
No,
good.
but you said
but
you like
longer,
yours for 8 weeks. And
to be honest with you, this picture right here, that's still sitting, this was made 10/1/22.
Oh.
You can let them sit for as long as you want.
So I was just, my thought process was the longer,
The stronger.
the stronger, the more potent.
Give me, if you give me your phone, give me your phone. I'm awake. That's all this.
I'm sorry. How are you? Tyler Bo.
What do we have here?
This is the Family Pharmacy Workshop. There's herbal remedies for common ailments. We're going to go over herbal preparations and how to make them, and everyone's going to be able to make their many samples of teas, tinctures, and vinegar-based tonics.
Great.
So just so all things holistic, health and wellness. So lifestyle, I'm here to give an alternative to all people, but of course to our people. Because our people suffer the most and have less resources available to us that look like us. And these things are things that I teach meditation too. I try to give you tools that you can use yourself without needing nobody else. It's great when you have other people, but because I've been on a healing journey, I encourage everybody to go on one. It takes a lot of courage and bravery, but because I've been on a healing journey, there is a period where you do got to be alone because you got to find your own voice. You got to hear God talk to you. So in order to do that, you kind of got to shut out all the outside noise. So you need a toolbox when you go into that preparation phase. What's your breath work? We're going to take intentional breaths through our nose. Brief pause, not long. Exhale out your mouth. If you do that, you will notice a difference when you exhale. You will feel your body kind of relax a little bit. Breathing through your nose and exhaling out your mouth is the way to promote optimal oxygen to your bloodstream. So even if you're at work or school and you're having like a rough day, just taking a moment to do some breaths like that, closing your eyes, will help kind of calm you down a little bit. So when I do my breath work, I kind of set the shoulders and your neck. When I hit the gong, you're going to take a big inhale, and then you're going to exhale. So if you feel any tightness and tension down to your shoulders, from your head to your shoulders, you want to release it when you exhale. Inhale. Down the lower knees, down in our calves, down all the way to our feet, all the way through our toes. Big inhale. Exhale. Just remember, just be.
Thing you can do to be in conversation with what you're making, whether it's gardening, whether it's painting, whether it's dancing, whatever it is. If you're creating something and you want to kind of access the inner soul of what you're creating, you can do that through oracle cards.
Question for you. Could you maybe talk about how the meaning of the cards can change over time? And so like how you might have one image that might mean something with one particular question, but another question could mean.
Well, you seem like you saying it.
Well, yeah, well, just
yeah, but I do believe in that too. I think that iridescent. To me, one of the magic pieces of divination is that it's like dream work. It's shimmering, and that you might find that in one context, a card could be saying the same card could be saying go forward. In another context, it could be saying step back. So once again, you can always use your own intuition and interpretive powers to figure out the meaning. I was going to say something else kind of about that a little later, but I'll go into it now. A practice I believe in is what I'm personally calling stacking, or AKA oracular constellation. So what I mean by that is, to me, divination is about creating a constellation of guidance. So I use cards, I use pendulums, I use dreams, I use my gut, I use insights from readings I get. It's not always just kind of a one-note thing. I mean, you can definitely use this as a quick da-da-da-da-da. But for weighty decisions, I sometimes use...
Please move to a seat where you have a brush. Listen. Listen, if you hear Mr. Clark, clap 2 times. Oh, that was weird. If you hear Mr. Clark, clap 2 times. Please move to a seat where you have a sponge. This sponge is actually huge. A cup. You need a plate. And you also need a bag with a sticker. It is very important. Oh, and you also need soap. Who does not have soap?
I already put some soap.
I know we are all super picky. This is the other bar. Smell it.
You know what's my seat.
You don't want that one? Okay. Aubrey, you want to smell this one?
He's gonna have my seat.
Switch it if you want to.
I will send you.
Did you smell it? She switched it quickly. You like it? Yeah, it's a coconut. Zoe, did you want to sniff that bar too? Do you want to switch your bar or you want to keep your bar? Keep your bar? Okay. Hey, we need to continue this list going down. Write your name. You want to switch? Okay, you keep it. And again, excuse my voice. We have red and white striped paper. We have stars. We have tissue paper. With the tissue paper, you have to be so soft and so careful. You got Mosh Posh there. Thank you. Good job. Do you have Mosh Posh? Yes. The red paper, they're still cutting it up. It'll be around. You are only decorating one side of the soap. Are you going to use turquoise and rainbows? Are you going to use stars and turquoise? You're going to cut your artwork up, okay? I think I want nothing but lines on it. So I'm going to take a little bit of Mosh Posh, put it on the soap. I'm going to rip or I'm going to cut the lines out. I'm going to put it on. This is like tissue paper, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. You're only doing one side. I think I'm going to rip it up. And I want to layer this. But over this, I want turquoise. Over this, I want a rainbow. Maybe I just want nothing but stripes. Maybe you're striping your piece of soap. But you're going to put a layer of Mosh Posh. We're going to take the tissue paper. We'll take the stars. We'll take the stripes. And you're going to cover up your soap only on one side. You do not have to use this piece of soap for your body. Maybe you, excuse me kids, maybe you want this to be a fancy piece of soap in your mom's second bathroom. I don't know. I know I love hard candy.
What's going on today?
Today we are putting collages on one side of soap.
All right.
We are making them personalized and special by using a layer of Mosh Posh, tissue paper. It's just a thin layer. Mosh Posh and wrapping paper. And we're just decorating, putting artwork on one side of soap. They can use it either to bathe or they can either use it just to wash their hands. I was very conscious of getting them antibacterial or soap that is sensitive for everyone's skins.
And the name of this class?
This is art class through Legacy Arts for Healthy Kids Day. Saturday Institute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I do? Do as I do? Deep breath in. You should look like me. You should look like me. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Tickle the sky, tickle the sky. Tickle the sky. Deep breath out. Yeah. Everybody's on their feet. On your feet, on your feet. That's so great. Good job. Good job.
What's going on today?
Oh, it went all the way down, up
Okay.
and around. Come follow me. Our children made these murals. Look at this. I like Africa. I came from Africa. How fire is this?
Wow.
We made stickers to make sure that they could answer very important questions about family. We made journals. We sang, we danced, we moved, and we took breaths.
Awesome.
It was
Awesome.
beautiful.
That's great. So is there a name for this? What was the
So the name of our art time is the Pride Movement. And so we integrated a lot of our yoga practice. Diara and I are certified yoga instructors. We are Pride artists.
All right, let's get in there. Let me see. Let's get in there.
Let's
get
get
in
into
there.
this. Let's
get
get
in
into
there.
this.
Bring it on in. Bring it on.
Okay, let's get into it.
All right.
And so we brought that together to create a full embodied experience for our youth through the art, movement, connecting with culture. We started off talking about the location of different areas in Africa, talked about Africa as a continent with many countries.
Yes.
And some of our children traveled. We had a youth go to Guinea, we had someone go to Ghana, and I myself have gone to Senegal. And they were able to identify that on the map.
Great.
It was a powerful exchange of energy and love, and I'm so honored and grateful that we were able to be here today.
Your name once again.
Sheba Gittins, and my partner is Diara Imani.
Website, location,
Sheba
number?
Sheba 7 on Instagram. Google my name, Sheba Gittins. There's more to come, family.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the energy.
What do we have here?
Some sweet potato soup, sweet potato vegetable soup.
Is this something that you made on your own, or is
No,
this?
not me. We're a meal prep company. I Clean Meal Prep. We do like a bunch of catering events. We do meal prep for people during the week.
Great.
Like stuff like that. This is for an event actually right over there. We're about
Yeah.
to feed a bunch of people.
I'm on my way over there now. Can you come over here real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you have a spoon? Let me see what's going on.
We're I Clean Meal Prep. We are a meal prep business based in the Russian branch of the YMCA. We do meal prep for a lot of our clients, and we also do catering events. And we're looking to branch out into nonprofits and stuff too.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. I believe it is just iCleanMealPrep.com.
Okay. Let's take a look at that soup real quick. Come on, bring it on up again. Wow. Wow. One more time. Yes. Okay.
What's wrong? Yeah, you're supposed to. You didn't? No, you guys didn't.
Here is the owner
Hi.
of all of this beautiful. Let's get a pan there. Let's get a pan all the way down. Wow. Would you look at this spread here? Okay, so we already looked at the soup, but we want to take a look and a listen in on the owner here. Your name, please.
Monique Walker, owner of I Eat Clean Meal Prep.
All right.
We usually do meal prep services, but today we were asked to cater a very special event for Ujamaa Collective for their very yearly festival.
All right.
We did a 6-foot charcuterie table for them. They wanted an array of turkey meats, fruits, some veggies obviously, and some different assorted dips. So we did that. And then we have some cups so everybody can build their own charcuterie board. So
Okay,
whatever they
okay.
like, they can put in their cups and they
Okay.
can take to go. We have granola, different trail mixes, and different nuts for them to top off their salads or their boards.
Wow.
We have some Easter
wow.
cookies. We have some grilled chicken Caesar wraps. These are going to be featured with some Greek chicken, romaine lettuce, Parmesan and Asiago mixed cheese, balsamic drizzle, and fire roasted peppers in there.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay, what's this sweet potato chicken here?
And this
is our vegan sweet potato chickpea curry. 100% vegan. It's going to feature some fire roasted tomatoes,
Excellent.
spinach, some fresh chickpeas, garlic, and some curry seasonings and some garam masala.
Wow.
We have some pita to serve with that if they would like to make a wrap, or they could do some chips or pita chips or crackers.
Okay, so what's the highlight? Give me something. What's the highlight? What's the main?
If you ask me, that's
Where's your passion? This is the highlight here?
That's the highlight. That's
and
the showstopper.
And you know what? My camera keeps finding it.
That's all right.
Okay, this is great. Now, tell me, do you have a website? How
I
can
do.
people find you?
It is ieatcleanmealprep-order.com.
That sounds excellent. Listen, I can't wait to taste something. What do you suggest?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No, it's all vegetables.
And I need extra. I'm Vanna Black right now. Vanna Black. If you've ever felt the silky fibers on a rose peel, so this is ground up, dried. I'm using it for my face. Yeah, but it's also this big and affirm your body butter. We're affirming the love we have for ourselves with this butter, right? This is the only body you're ever going to have in this life. If nobody else touches it, if nobody else hugs it, it's for you to do, right? First and foremost. Let me get you your little scoops of butter in here. Of course, sister. You're out the way.
What's the stuff that's gonna make my body go?
I already got mine started. I love whipping it's a calendula infused with right? And we most closely reflects that. And then the calendula infusion in there. Calendula is a little beautiful yellow flower, also known as marigold. And it's really good for healing the skin. So any kind of abrasions, cuts, scrapes.
So that's the stuff that we're talking about now. Okay. Okay.
I made one. we're in our potatoes, right? And we're like, okay, the potatoes are $1 a pound or whatever, right? And we might see a circular from Giant Eagle, and Giant Eagle has a sale just this week for 79 cents. And so that co-op member might be like, oh, dang, let me run down here, right, individually, and go and get these potatoes for 79 cents versus the $1 that my co-op is making, right? But we have to always be educating our members and reminding them that at the end of the day, the greater benefit is still going to be with the co-op, right? Because Giant Eagle is going to change that price next week, but also the rest of their stuff is not saving you anything, right? And so there might be some ups and downs inside of that co-op, but overall the co-op is where the benefit is at, right? The power is always going to be with the people in that way, right? And then the last principle is concern for community, right? There's all kinds of research studies that talk about cooperative businesses. Actually, one is they outlast any other kind of traditional business when there's ups and downs, right? So during the COVID pandemic, and I wish I would have went back and pulled these numbers to put in here, all of the businesses that failed over the past like 4 or 5 years during COVID, co-ops, right, were able to maintain, like even if they struggled a little bit, they didn't dissolve. Most co-ops, you get to ride the tides during economic upheavals, the changes and all of the things. Co-ops beat all of that out all of the time, right? And because of that, right, and not even just because of it, the customers are the owners, right, because they are the members. We call them member owners, right? And so after you purchase the shares in the co-op, right, those member owners can participate in decision making and they share in the store's profits, right? And generally everybody in the co-op, right, so there's co-ops, right, so again, most people are familiar with the East End Food Co-op, right? And for the people who started that co-op 45, almost 50 years ago, their whole point was, right, being able to access healthy, quality, and whole foods, right? But you could go to a co-op in another city, and the co-op's products are determined by what the members want. So while you could go to the East End Food Co-op and not find Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Faygo Pop, you could go to another co-op in another city and find those things, because that's what the members said that they wanted, right? So the members get to determine what is happening inside of that.
You're not happy to be here, Mama? She raised her eyebrow. No, that's great. I've always been grateful for the opportunity to be in the space of other women and the energy, and I love that y'all just shared what you really feel, and if you rested during this time, I'm grateful for that. If you reflected during this time, I'm grateful for that. If you feel really aligned with the self-care routine that you've created, I'm really grateful for that. And I'm really just grateful for this moment. So thank y'all for being here with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And make sure you attend this next session because they're all reviving. Yes. Thank you.
One of the biggest parts, and a lot of people might not say that, saying no. Add milk.
And it's good what it says.
Exactly.
Doesn't require any explanation. Thank you. And on the back of that brochure, you can scan that to join my email list. And I have a podcast that I run, so I interview moms and let them do the talking too. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I know you weren't sure if you should be here this evening, but I think we were meant to be here. Because we love having you.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? Can you hold this up for me?
Oh yes, you want me to pose?
No, I want you to speak into the camera.
You want me to speak into the camera? Oh, what do you want me to say?
Well, who are you and what was the class about today?
Oh, sure. So I am Brittany Elliott. I am a self-care and mom life management coach. And today with these women, we really built a simple and sustainable self-care routine with all of their needs in mind, which is all I'm here to do, is make sure that we are all connected with ourselves so that we can show up for the people who need us.
Absolutely. Okay, so you're holding a brochure there. What's on the inside?
Yes, so on the inside, I also have a podcast. So what self-care looks like.
Okay, let's get in on this.
Let's get in on that. So Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen, even on my website, backtoyou5.com, have a listen. The Mother's Day series starts May 6th, and I interviewed 6 mothers here from Pittsburgh, so make sure you have a listen about their self-care journeys. And then I offer other resources as well, so check out my website, backtoyou5.com, so that you can start your journey.
Excellent. Now I heard you speak of a session. Is there another session coming up today?
Not of mine, but we have another, more workshops going on today. So our sister here is going to be doing a session about colon health, if I am correct.
Yes.
So it's all interconnected with wellness. So make sure that you're tapped in.
Okay, sounds great. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
U.S. to Africa. No, I'm just but we're gonna do some arrangement they call break. This look like a little arrangement to start before you start the rhythms, like introduction to the rhythms. All right. So this one sound like this. So now it's gonna be pre pe de pe pe de pe pe 1 2. All right. Pre pe de pe pe de pe pe. Pre pe de pe pe de pe pe. Pre pe de pe pe de pe pe.
You don't want it to just report that you paid $20. You want it to report well over under that. And especially if you can't afford to do so, then sure, you pay the $20 on the due date. But 2 days later, maybe if you want, throw another $50 if you have it. So then what happens is that 4 days later, that number is going to be reported to the agency, and then they'll go, okay, you've used your credit card, but you're not maxing it out, you're not using too much of it. That's what takes your score, too much of it. Like, we'll give it to you, just don't use too much of it. Yeah, so it's a hack, but it really is just like kind of how it should go. Look at your statement. It'll tell you that reporting date, the date that the statement was drawn, that is the day. It's on your statement. Right? It should either be like at the top of the statement. You should be able to get a PDF of that. Yeah. As soon as you look at the statement, some of the top half of the date, it'll show your statement date. That's what you want to pay extra by. Correct. Because the due date is really just them saying, we don't want you to show late payment.
Okay, Patty, I'm gonna pull on your traps, upper traps,
Mhm.
and I want you to resist me.
Okay.
Now I want you to come with me. Come with me. Hold. Release.
Okay. Okay, so who do we have here in front of the camera?
I am Erin Perry.
All right.
And I am Patricia Ford.
Okay, and so what is going on? The event is lovely. Wait, let me just kind of everything all the way down, vendors, food, activities. I mean, what is? Please explain.
Somewhere in my
Okay, please explain what is behind me.
So we are gathered here today for our annual Africana Wellness Conference.
All right, let's close in on that. Let's see what that says.
Yes, where we have some wonderful partners that are with us this year. We have expanded, and each year our conference grows to encompass different practitioners and artists who are in the community who are doing wellness work through the arts. And that's what we have today is workshops that are happening here at the Community Empowerment Association. At the same time, we have things happening over across the street at the YMCA
Yes.
for our young folks who are engaging in wellness activities themselves.
Yes.
And if you see this year, we have Pride, as Aaron said, Community Empowerment Association, Rainbow Serpent, and Ujima Collectives. And there's some maker stations that are here. We have someone over here doing shea butter. We have the East End Co-op. We have Ujima vending. We have lunch. We have breakfast. So it's been a bustling day today.
Wow. Listen. If you haven't, I journeyed into one of the rooms, and there was one of your directors. She sat down, and she had these bowls around the front, and the sound was just incredible. I think, Erin, were you in that room?
Yes, I came
Please
down.
explain something. Like, what did you feel in that room?
Well, so I was already feeling just open in my heart before I went downstairs from our keynote address with Sister Laverne Baker Hotep. And when we sang a song that she split the room into two groups. And
Yes.
half of us sang yum, 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 yum,
Yes,
yum,
yes,
heart
yes,
to heart,
yes.
and the other sang love is the sound of my heart. And the harmony of it, the act of singing, the
Mhm.
coming together of everyone was just touched my heart so deeply.
Yeah, you had tears.
Touched me to tears.
Yes.
And so when I went downstairs, I already felt open. And so the vibration of the sound bowls just was resonating with my heart.
Wow.
And so it just brought more tears. And
Wow.
the thing that I realized about the tears is that it's just a release. It's a release of the things that we hold, the things that I hold, that I'm accustomed to holding and just maneuvering through life. But being at our wellness conference, the whole purpose of it is for us to use the tools and resources in our community to access our own healing and well-being. And so that's what we're doing, bringing folks together who have tools and who have keys to us being able to unlock the trauma that is in our bodies.
Yes.
So that we can heal, so that we can release the pain that gets pent up that we're so used to carrying. And that's what I'm feeling is moments of release with the people who have these tools that allow us to touch ourselves in ways that release trauma and allow healing to find its way in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and there was
wow.
this one thing that, Erin, you said earlier about stress. What was that? Because I was trying to recall what you said.
Stress is our perception. It's how we perceive of the experiences that we have. And so when we have a lot to do or if we have a short amount of time, very often our perception is heightened, that we start to feel a sense of urgency or a sense of frustration, which becomes the stress. And so when we realize that stress simply is our perception, is how do we perceive of these moments, when we recognize that, then we have the opportunity to see it differently and to saunter through our day, to take our time, to be at ease, because ultimately it's up to us. Stress is a symptom of how we process the stimuli in our environment.
Right.
Wow.
And one of the things is that I'm happy that this is intergenerational because this is something that we can teach our children from birth up how to deal with these stresses and the traumas and the things that they do deal with. So them being across the street at the Y is wonderful because they also know they need to know how to deal with the stresses of life as well.
Great. Listen, where can people find, this is what, the Legacy Arts Project, correct?
Yes.
Where people, I mean, listen, this needs to be, like, where do they find you? Give them a site. Come on, give me a .org, give me something.
Yeah, they can go to legacyartsproject.org and all of the information is there. We have so many wonderful programs that will be coming up, that are going on. So please go to the site and check us out.
And is this like a kickoff?
This is our 20-year anniversary as well.
Right,
So-
right. So real quick, is this like a kickoff? Spring's here, the birds are chirping. African wellness, what's up the pipe? You got many things going on, summertime, like what are some things coming up?
Yep, so this is our kickoff to our spring and summer sessions. We still have our Saturday Institute that is happening, and that goes year long. So it starts in October and it goes until June. But we're in the midst of that, as well as planning for summer. So our summer is very robust. We have our annual Summer Arts program. We'll be in our 10th year of our Summer Arts program for youth ages 6 to 13. We have space for about 50 kids.
Wow, round of applause.
And then we also have our youth work experience through Learn and Earn, where we have space for about another 50 teens, ages 14 to 19, who come and work in our summer program. During the 5th week of summer camp, we have Dance Africa.
Wow.
This year, we're celebrating our 12th Dance Africa Pittsburgh, July 27th and 28th. And so all of this is a jump off into the renewal of the seasons as spring is coming, and we're also, the sun is shining, and we're getting ready to do all the work that brings us into the new season. And so that's what's happening at Legacy. We have partnerships. We have these beautiful partners who are working with us this year for this conference, and we also say go to their websites and see the work that they're doing. Everybody on this list is amazing, doing phenomenal work in the community, and so we're just honored to be able to come together and convene folks for the sake of health and well-being.
Great, awesome. Listen, I'm about to turn my back on you guys. I'm about to get some food here in the back.
Yes.
Give the camera, get your sisters, start hugging on each other, wave to the camera, get excited. There's more to come, all the way up until what, 4 or 5 o'clock today?
4 o'clock. Yeah,
4 o'clock?
Wrapping up at 4 o'clock. Yes. But yes, it is very exciting. There's some delicious, nutritious food that folks are lined up for. There's some movement classes that are happening in the next 20 minutes.
What?
And then there's a drum class that's going to round out the day.
What? Wow. All this is great. Legacy Arts Project, Africana Wellness Conference 2024.
Yes.
For 10th, right?
No, this is actually our sixth conference for the wellness conference, but it's the 20th year of Legacy, 10th year of our summer program,
Okay.
12th year of Dance Africa.
That's
All
right.
kinda-
We've been doing this.
Yes.
We've been doing it.
That's right. I said, don't get tired because I said 10, so you got 4 more at least. 4 more at
It grows
least.
every year. Yep.
All right, this is great. Signing out with the Legacy Arts Project.